Good morning, this is June 12th, and today I'm saying hello to all our faculty and casual staff at the start of the new semester 2015, semester 1. So, I have a few things I'd love to talk with you about. First of all, as I said, you're very welcome to this new semester. I trust it's a really great time, and you have a good one. Yesterday in our chapel service here we had Jeremy Hodson preaching, and he was preaching on preparing our hearts. That was his translation of Psalm 57 verse 7, and I must say it was really good. And if you've never actually clicked on to the video link on our website to our chapel services, that would be a good thing to do. His preach was absolutely outstanding. So, prepare our hearts for a new year. And what does that mean? Very challenging stuff. While I'm talking about spiritual things, and in fact everything is spiritual, I would encourage you to pray for each other. So, when you're thinking about being a casual lecturer and working for Alphacrucis and working for the students and working for the Lord, do think about the other casual lecturers in their various roles, in their various locations, and do pray for them. And imagine that even if you can't see them, they are still a community. And obviously, pray for all your students, and not just the ones in your class, but the ones that are in other people's classes. And this year, some of our students are not going to be in your class physically, so you'll actually never see them. That's going to be an interesting new challenge as you learn to connect with and support students that you never physically see. Welcome to Stephen Brinton, and he's taking on EDU 403 this semester. And thank you very much, Stephen, for coming on board at short notice to take on that course. Thank you. You will all have noticed that your subjects have rolled over, and that's thanks to Petrus in the IT department. But you will notice that your subjects are on the bottom right in grey, and they'll be going live on the 9th of February. Also, each of those subjects has been updated a little by Elma. Thanks to Elma. She's changed the top title to indicate Semester 1 2015 to save any confusion, but the content needs your delicate hand. So please, in the next few days between now and Monday, please get to updating what content you would like to update before the start of the whole thing. Now, I've got a few slides I would like to show you as we talk through. So turning to first slide, you'll notice that it is the last window of a Moodle page. It's number 9, and it's entitled The Final Fortnight. Can you make sure that at the bottom of each of your Moodle pages you do have the student feedback, and the word there, student feedback, is in orange, indicating that it's live. So that's very important. We trust that they're all there, but if you could check, that would be wonderful. Now, moving to the second slide, what I've done is I've clicked on the word student feedback, and you'll see what opens up. Now, will you check in there that you've got 18 questions, and that the questionnaire is open from a sensible date, like in this case the 2nd of March, and it closes on the 20th of June. I don't think you're going to have to reset anything there, but if there is an issue, let me know, or get in there and fix it if you can. Okay, now I'd like to talk to you about Turnitin. So if you go to the third slide, you will see there on topic 9 in this case, the end of topic 9, you've got a minor essay, 30% due 29th of March. Well, that's a Turnitin assignment. So the first thing to note is that you can't update Turnitin assignments. You need to turn editing on, and this isn't. Turn editing on and delete that assignment and start afresh. because it just doesn't work changing the dates of an existing assignment which has been rolled over from previous semesters. So that's the message from slide 3. So if you could then, we'll use this as an example. If you clicked on the Turnitin assignment and you go to slide 4, you will see that window open up, which says assignment part. Ignore that, that's just standard. And you'll notice the dates that are in there. Well, you'll also notice my red arrow on the right, and that's a really crucial window to click onto, or icon to click onto, to edit what you need to in a Turnitin assignment. So go there, and that brings you to slide 5, or picture 5, and there you've got some windows that you can edit. And let me talk to you about those dates. The start date is pretty arbitrary. It doesn't particularly matter. That says 23rd of February, as you can see. And it could be the 9th of February, because that's when these Moodle shells are going live. And the due date, that is crucial. So you need to make sure that the due date is the due date in the assignment calendar, which we've already sent to you. And notice that the year's got to be 2015 and the time 23:55, and that's a Sunday night at 5 to midnight. So it's always 23:55. But now, what about the post date? The post date is the date when you will make marking available to the students. Now, frankly, I normally make the post date the same as the due date, and I just don't have to think about it. I don't particularly want to keep the marks from students. If I mark them early, that's fine. They can get the marks as soon as they get them. So I make the post date the same as the due date. And will you notice the marks? You've got to make sure that the figure there is the 30% that particular assignment is. So that's slide 5. Moving to slide 6. What you do here, if you hit the submission index, you'll see that in black towards the top. Now, underneath the heading similarity, if you press that, or if you, on the left, pressed the actual assignment, it would open up in Turnitin. Now, be aware it takes a bit of an age to load because it's going to a different server than our own. So, for that red arrow number 1, you would do that to look at an assignment to see what sort of things have been copied. And very often you'll find it's the cover page, which is causing a lot of the percentage. If it's, say, over 10, you might have cause for concern, and in which case you might be making a comment to the student, or you might be talking with me. But I don't recommend you mark in that pane. I've found that a pain, so don't. I don't think it's worth the hassle, as you will see. So what you would do is close that window, the one that you did for number 1, the red arrow number 1, but rather go to the down arrow, which I've called the red one number 2, which is actually a blue arrow. Download the assignment and it gives it to you in a Word file. And I suggest that you do your marking there in reviewing, and that you save it in a really safe place, and you return the marked assignment as an attachment to an email to each of your students. And you make sure you keep, obviously, a copy. So at the moment, that's how we're using Turnitin. It's not exactly ideal, but as the year unfolds, we may well change that. Okay, so that's got me to slide 6. Now, going back to just my general welcome, I would like to remind you that each of your Moodle pages is designed for the intensive people, the people doing blended learning, and those who are doing online study. Now, they may be in a different state or in a situation where they can't physically come to the intensive. So we treat them equally, And if, as the year progresses, the semester progresses, if we could think about, is this going to work for the onliners? Is this going to work for the blended learning people? And when we do forum work, can we please include everyone as equals? That's going to be a challenge, and we're going to have to work out how this all happens as we go. There is a new professional experience manual already on Moodle, and I suggest that you have a look at that. Even if you're not directly involved in professional experience, you will find that it is a very important resource, and the students will be going in there, and you need to direct them there. You need to know what's in it. Now, there's a new student handbook coming out in the next few days. Because we've got a new accreditation for this award, the MT Primary, there's an awful lot of updating to be done, and I'm sorry I didn't get to that any sooner, but it should be up very, very soon, and I urge you to get in there and have a good look once it's published. Now, talking of documentation, I trust you've all got a copy of Lecturing, Casual Lecturing and Tutoring Guidelines 2014. Now that Word file, it's about 4 pages, is crucial for your whole role. So I do encourage you to dig that out. If you've misplaced it or your computer has eaten it, please let me know and I'll send you a new copy. Yes, it is 2014. We haven't updated that yet. Right. Communication. Let me talk to you about communication, particularly with me. When I send you an email, I would love you, if you possibly can, to get back to me in 24 hours. That doesn't include weekends. So if I send you an email Friday, I would hope you might get back to me Monday. So I don't know what that means for you in terms of checking emails. In terms of students, I would remind you that they would expect a turnaround in 3 business days. But if I'm having to email you, it's probably urgent and I've left it too late. So please try and get to your emails with me in 24 hours business days. If I mobile you, send you an SMS or leave you a message on your mobile, that's urgent. So I really encourage you to get back to me within that day if it's physically possible and if you haven't lost your mobile. So I don't do that without thinking carefully. I know I'm imposing on your time, but really I'd love you to respond within 24 hours. Within the same day, if you can. Okay, on to another topic. Thanks to all of you who had a part in the writing of the outlines for the new awards. It was a mammoth epic, and thank you so much. I couldn't have got anywhere near it, and Alphacrucis would have been floundering without you, so we're indebted. Thank you. We hope to get the application off very soon, probably within the month, off to Texa and to Bostes, with a view to starting our new awards in 2016, if all things go well, and please pray. So, Semester 1 2015 goes live, as I said, on Monday, 9th of February. Please update anything you need to, but don't feel pressurized to update everything and don't burn the midnight oil, because I'm sure the students are not going to be studying the whole of your subject in the first day. So make sure they've got something to get on with in the first week, and make sure that you put your welcome video or welcome message or both on top of your Moodle page. And please ensure that you have got the new subject outlines on top in a PDF form of your Moodle page, and that all your assignments are now geared to the new assignments and the new percentages, because they're totally different from the previous ones. Okay, I think that's my lot for today. I wish you well, and thank you again so much for being part of Alphacrucis MTP. Bye.